Been at Gold's Gym for this is our 13th year. So when I started the program for Montgomery County, they had powerlifting in Maryland, but we didn't have it in Montgomery County. And so I actually started, and I was already a member at the gym. So I said, well, if I'm gonna have practice, let me just go to my gym. We have John Turner is returning. He's going to be primary veterans coach. Who named it? Ben Collins and Big John. Big John.
Hello, my name is John Turner, and I started this because my son used to do this, powerlifting himself, and then I got involved helping out, and I got into it. So it's interesting. I like interacting with them, and so I started lifting myself too. I figured I was getting old and should do something, and just got hanging out in the gym. And they're going to do pretty good. I think today looked pretty good. Some of the people that came back were actually doing quite well. The new guy, Daniel, improved just on the commands alone today. And we usually do pretty good when we go to the States. And I expect we'll do so again.
And we have a new, and I hope you go by James. Good, because I go by Jim. So hey, good. We're both James. So James on is our newest coach. He's going to be running the deadlift. Right?
So my name is James On. I'm actually not a power lifter. I did like amateur, weightlifting when I was in college with my crew team. So I interviewed sports in college, but yeah, my experience with powerlifting is pretty limited. But how I came about, joining it is I was actually in the gym myself, and I saw a couple of people like Special Olympics who was doing it. I'd be interested in helping out.
What inspires you most about some athletes?
I guess just their resilience. Actually, they lift the weight and they're not able to do it. They keep going. Every week they lift heavier and heavier, and they just keep going. I think it's just their personality, their tenacity, their just form of self-esteem that they built through this program. I think it's really inspirational. Actually, it inspired me to lift a little bit heavier myself. So
So when you have your team all the same record, especially when the weight gets heavy, number one reason why people don't get their good lift is because the bar slips out of their hand. This gym has always just been so supportive, from the front office staff to making sure we get everybody registered and signed up, to any supplies we might need. We're pretty self-sufficient in terms of coaches and spotting and that sort of thing, but just any of the either administrative or support. In fact, I think I might even be the reason they put the platform in this gym, because they originally came over here, they didn't have one. I said, man, we could really use a deadlift platform, and the next year we have it. Now, I don't know if I get credit for that or not, but I just know I was at least one person that brought that up, and then next thing I know, all of the Gold's gyms have been getting deadlift platform. I coached my kids in sports till they got to high school, and I stopped coaching. And I didn't coach anything for about 5 years, and I just got kind of missing coaching, and so I wanted to coach. Growing up, I had an aunt had Down syndrome, so I just got thinking about her and what it would be like to coach in Special Olympics. And so on a whim, I just signed up to coach Special Olympics, and I started with softball, and I was just an assistant coach in softball. And one of the things about Special Olympics is a year-round program. A lot of people think you go out on the track and you have this event, and that's Special Olympics, but we have sports all year round. So we had softball, I coached that in the spring, and I actually had one of our lifters in the fall with cross country. And we went to the cross country meet, and they were having a powerlifting meet in the gym. And I said, wait, why doesn't Montgomery County have a powerlifting team? Because I've powerlifted for a long time, and I would be loved to coach that. I've always thought it'd be fun to coach. And so I talked to the athletic director, and the next year we had a powerlifting team. And it's just been great ever since. So then, like anything else, it sucks you in. So now I coach basketball in the winter, softball in the spring, and powerlifting. One of our athletes has been selected to go to the USA Games in 2022 in Orlando, which is next spring.
Who will be team US
did I feed you that question? And I was actually named to be the USA Team Maryland coach for that team. So Abby and one other athlete from Howard County, Kenny Long, are going to get to go to Orlando, and I'm going to be the coach. So it's just been really rewarding, and this gym has been fantastic.